So, interested in selling these on eBay? Then watch this video to learn how. What's up everyone, thanks for stopping in. Welcome to a Thrifty Union video. My name's Kevin. If you're new here, we want to help you make a full or part-time income by sharing our experiences through what sold, how to, and tips and tricks videos. So if this is something that you're into, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification icon to let you know we have some new content uploaded. And check out some links down below, just some items we use on a daily basis to help us out selling on eBay. Now in this video, we're going to go over the steps on how to list shoes. So we're going to be using this pair of Under Armour Hover Apex as our guinea pig. Get these listed and we'll walk you through the process. So for us, listing shoes is essentially a 3-step process. So we got the, well, maybe 4-step. So we got the sourcing, we got the cleaning, and then we photos, and then the listing itself. So at this point, of course, what we're going to assume is that you've already done the sourcing and you have your pair of shoes that you want to list and you're ready to go. So let's jump right into it and get you through the process of selling / listing shoes on eBay. All right, now first up is the cleaning process. So this particular shoes is pretty clean to begin with. So we're not going to do much to them. If you do want to see a video on how to clean shoes, we'll link that up here that you can check out. It'll take you through the full process of how we clean shoes. So for this particular pair, all we did is just take a quick brush to them, get off some of the surface dirt and dust, and they're good to go and presentable for photos. So let's jump over to the photo booth and we'll get these photos taken. All right, so now that you got your shoes cleaned, you're good to go to take your photos. So we use the newer photo box seen here. If you want to check it out, there will be a link down below if you want to see if it's something that'll help you out with our photos. Definitely helps us to get that nice clear white background straight out of the camera. So yeah, so we'll go ahead and we'll take the photos. And so when it comes to shoes, we take a minimum of 10. If there's any defects or anything like that that we would like to highlight within the shoe itself, we would go ahead and take full advantage of the full 12 and take 2 additional photos to highlight whatever defect or thing on the shoe that we're trying to show or highlight. At minimum, eBay I believe says 4. We definitely would recommend doing way more than 4. Minimum I would say 8, best is 10. And of course the best, absolute best would be using all 12 photos available to you. So let's go ahead and we'll take the photos. So first we just line up our first, so basically our number 1 photo. So let's just get the camera going here. So we use our iPhone Pro 12 Pro Max. Let's get the camera here. So you just want to set it to the square setting. Oops. So over here, 4x3, choose square. Get that lined up. Perfect. So there's photo number 1. We'll go ahead and we'll set it up for photo number 2, which is just a front-on shot of the both shoes. We'll get photo number 3, which we do a heel shot of both shoes. And then we do side view of each side of each shoe. So there we go. Perfect, so we got the side view of each shoe. And we'll flip them over, we'll take a photo of the treads. And then our final and 10th photo for this particular shoe listing will be a shot of the tag. Let's get a shot of that. Perfect, so there's all 10 photos taken. Again, we would recommend bare minimum 8. Best that we do is 10, and absolute best if you're highlighting some defects that you want to show off, we would do the full 12. So that's it for the photos. So now that you go to photos, we can jump on over to the computer and we'll get the listing going. All right, so now that you got your photos, we'll go ahead and start the listing. So first, we just do a quick search. So we got Under Armour, Hover Apex, and we just want to look for a comp. So there's the exact model. So if you just take a quick look, you can see they're roughly going for, now this is what they're asking, so this is not what they're selling for, of course. So we got 50, 142. There's an exact model for $90. What these look like, they're new. So just seeing what is available, you can get a rough idea of what everything is selling for. So of course we want to filter it a little further. Now let's see what the used ones are going for. So we're just going to go on the side here, look for used, select that. And as you can see, we got some used selling for 50, 95, 50, 60, 95, 50. So we're probably going to price somewhere in the middle, probably $65 to $70. So just make a note of that based on the ones that are selling. So let's just have a quick look to see what's sold. That way we can narrow down our pricing even further and more accurate to what they've been selling for. We'll scroll down, we'll just select sold. So this one sold for 20 bucks, not the greatest, but as we can see here, we got some 75 and 75. So yeah, we're right on with our pricing of $65 to $70. So now that you got some comps there, what you can do is you can choose one to start your listing. So once you select that, go ahead and choose Sell It Yourself. So once you clicked on Sell It Yourself, it'll bring up the listing here with some information pre-populated. Just have a quick look there. Now what we're going to do, just so you can get a better idea of how to list from scratch, so your best bet is to always use a sell similar option. That way everything is pre-populated. You can just modify the title itself to suit your item, more specific. And then of course you just fill everything out, make sure everything's accurate. But what we're going to do, we're just going to use a brand new listing just so we can go through each category step by step to show you what we would use. But it's essentially the same. You're going to type in the same information. Using the Sell It Yourself is just a starting point, saves you from having to fill in some of the stuff and type some stuff in. So we're just going to go through over to the sell option and then choose create a listing. All right, so now that we got the create a listing, we're just going to start again with our title. And then once we do this, we'll be right back to where we were with the Sell It Yourself option. It'll be the exact same screen. So we're just going to go ahead, type in our beginning to our title. Perfect. Then hit enter. And again, as you can see, we're back to the creating the listing. So we're just going to finish out our title here. So we got Under Armour Hover Apex. So then we start with the gender. We got men's, and then we fill in some specific keywords to the item itself. So we're going to go with cross trainer, running shoes, and we'll put in the color red, black, and then we got a size 9. So you just want to look at this stuff to make sure it is correct. The pre-populated information, if you know anything that is correct, you can make a note of it or just delete it from here because you're going to change it further down when you get to item specifics. So right away, no, it's not women, so I'll get rid of that one. And then here, going to make sure we do choose the correct category. So we want to make sure that we are in men's. And then from men's, we're going to choose our store category. If you do have a store, we do recommend you set up categories. It just makes it easier for buyers to navigate your store itself. Then up here with custom SKU, we use that for our clothing. We just put in the bin location. That way we can find the item quickly when it's sold, so we can get it packed and shipped and out the door relatively quick. And then subtitle, we don't use at all. So once you got that filled in, go down here. We don't use any additional variations. UPC, we don't have a box. It's not on the shoe, unfortunately. So we'll leave that. Condition is pre-owned. And here we just use a generic description. So we're going to go excellent, pre-owned condition. See pics. and then you can go ahead and upload your photos. All right, so we got the rest of them uploaded there. All right, so now that we got that uploaded, again, we're just make sure they're in the right order. So that's our first number one picture there that just shows off the shoe. Then followed, we have the second photo as the tag. That way people don't have to scroll all the way through the photos to find the confirmation of size. So that's good of the order. Now we're going to get to the item specifics. You want to fill in as much as you can. So of course, brand is Under Armour, and we did notice the color was incorrect, so we'll change that to red. And of course, you're just filling in as much as possible. So size, we got size 9. Style, cross trainer. Department, it's showing women, so we're gonna obviously change that to men. Type, we'll leave as athletic. Customized, no. Style code, so for style code for Under Armour, you're gonna use the art number. So we got 302206-600. All right, so model, again, we got Under Armour. Over Apex. And the product line, again, it's at Under Armour Hover. Hero size, we got 42.5. These are made in Vietnam. Shoe width will be standard or D. We'll just put standard just so we don't confuse people who don't know the letter categories when it comes to shoes. So just put standard. Characters, it's NA, so we're just going to put NA. Add that in. Theme. Doesn't really have a theme. So again, you put NA. Cross training, that's good. Material, synthetic. So we'll get that in there. UK, it's going to be 8. Vintage, no. Then AU size, we'll just put NA. All right, so now down to the item description. We just use a generic one, so we'll just go over to one of our previous listings. Copy that description. Let's go ahead and paste it in there. And we'll go back up to the top. Snag our title. Perfect, we'll paste that in there. And if you are copying and pasting, just make sure everything is accurate and correct. So since we do use the same generic description for new and used items, for us, we always just want to make sure that it is applicable to the one we're using. So I do see that it does say used here. If it was a new item, of course, we would just change it to new. All right, so now we're going to come to our pricing. So we're going to go $64.99. We do allow best offers, so make sure if that's something you're going to be doing, and we do recommend that you do. You have that selected. We don't allow anonymous buyers, so we leave that unchecked. Payment options, for us, it's managed payments. For you, it's more than likely going to see, or if you're on managed payments, you'll see this, or you're going to see PayPal, so just make sure your payment option is selected correctly. Sales tax, it's not something that we discuss. We always recommend consulting your local accountant or tax specialist. There's just so many variables based on individual and where you're located, so we don't touch it. So we'll leave that. You can fill out as you choose. Returns, we do 30-day buyer returns for domestic and international. For us, we used to do, we would pay for the return. We switched that over and we didn't see any change in our sales. So I can't say that didn't have any impact whether we charged for returns or whether we didn't. So we've left it at buyer and haven't really had any issues in regards to dips in our sales or anything like that due to that. And that brings us to shipping. So we do standard shipping on shoes of $9.99, and then expedited at $12.99, and we do offer local pickup, and we do allow combined shipping and a bit of a discount for multiple items. And international shipping, we do US for an additional location, so we just choose custom and then the United States, and then do $9.99 again for shipping. And we do allow worldwide shipping, so under other services you would just choose worldwide, and what that will do, the buyer, if they're outside of Canada or the US, they would have to contact you for a shipping quote. So once you got all that filled in, go down a little further. This section here is if you were using calculated shipping. If you're pre-packing your items, you would do all the measurements and the weights. You would put them in here, and then the buyers could get a accurate shipping quote when they're purchasing it. So once you have all that filled in, just want to go back up, make sure everything is accurate and as it should be. Give everything another once over. Everything looks good. So you just want to go back down to the bottom and go ahead and hit that submit button. All right, so there you go. So that's how we list shoes. Now this process, of course, isn't going to be specific to shoes. You can substitute shoes with any other item. Just your item specifics and details, of course, are going to be specific to that item. So if you do enjoy this content, don't forget, hit that subscribe button and the notification icon to let you know when we have some new content uploaded. And we also appreciate if you give us a thumbs up if you do enjoy the content. Also, check out some links down below, just some items we use on a daily basis to help us out selling on eBay. And while you're at it, check out some of these other videos here. Hopefully you'll find those helpful. Other than that, we're out of here. Take care. Have a good one.